Hello and welcome to another video. In this video, as promised earlier, I'll be performing the read alouds so that you can have an idea how to perform the particular questions. You are requested to focus on pronunciations, the chunking, and the way I'll be executing different sentence types. And one more thing, I have deliberately left few mistakes during the read aloud, and I'll be waiting for your comments in the comment section for the one who has successfully identified those mistakes. Watch this video till the very end. It's going to be very useful in understanding the questions read aloud. Let's move to another screen where you'll be looking at the sample questions for the read aloud, and after short intervals, I'll be performing each and every question. Make sure you are again looking for details so that you are able to better understand.
So here are few examples that we are going to go through. I'll be reading these samples so that you can mimic them or shadow them. First of all, here is your question. I would appreciate if you read this aloud, take some time, and after 30 seconds, I'll be reading this. A team of international researchers has uncovered a fascinating phenomenon. In response to rising global temperatures, Himalayan glaciers are actively working to preserve themselves by cooling the air in contact with their ice surface. However, it remains unclear how long these glaciers can continue to fight back against the effects of climate change. Next question. Again, read this text and then follow my lead. Read this text, you have 30 seconds to prepare. Then I'll be reading the question so that you can perform or practice later on. This time, the university is running a series of workshops for final year students on how to do well in interviews. These sessions will help participants prepare effectively for and perform at their best during later job interviews. The workshop tutors have an excellent record of success in helping students acquire the positions they desire. Variations kept the genre alive. From the mid 19th century onwards, when mass literacy grew, adventure became a popular subgenre of fiction. Although not exploited to its fullest, from being constrained to stories of adventure, has seen many changes over the years, knights in armor to stories of high tech espionage. Here we are on the next question. Mass strandings of whales are a recurring issue in Australia and New Zealand. In recent years, multiple events have highlighted the severity of this problem. For instance, in April 2024, around 160 pilot whales stranded on a Western Australian beach, prompting a significant rescue operation by marine biologists and wildlife officers. Schools host parent teacher conferences 4 times a year, and it is important for families to attend. This is your chance to meet with teachers and ask questions about your child's progress. It can be helpful to write down questions ahead of time. Scientists have achieved the restoration of impaired brain function in mice models of stroke by utilizing small molecules which may hold promise as a potential therapy for stroke recovery in the future. Tadeusz Wheelock explains that treatment has demonstrated the ability to partially restore communication between nerve cells in significant areas of the brain that are affected by stroke. Plants play a crucial role in ecosystem, serving as a foundation and contributing to human well-being by providing resources such as food and medicine. In order to gain a deeper understanding of how plants can adapt and remain resilient in the face of challenges like climate change, scientists have developed an innovative mathematical model. The correlation between elevated blood pressure levels and a multitude of health complications is widely acknowledged. However, recent studies have shed light on an equally concerning aspect. Researchers have discovered that these fluctuations in blood pressure can not only be detrimental to overall health but also act as a potential precursor to the development of dementia and vascular disease. Around 250 million years ago, 700 species of reptiles closely related to the modern day crocodile roamed the earth. Now, new research reveals how a complex interplay between climate change, species competition, and habitat can help explain why just 23 species of crocodile survive today. Across the globe, there is a widespread effort to explore methods for extracting carbon dioxide from the atmosphere of power plant emissions and transforming into a valuable resource. Among the various ideas being explored, the concept of converting carbon dioxide into a stable fuel shows significant promise. The European starling is known for its impressive vocal abilities. These versatile songbirds have the ability to learn a wide range of warbles, whistles, calls, and songs throughout their lives, making them one of the most advanced avian vocal learners. A recent study published in Science has discovered that starlings also excel in problem solving tasks. Amid the global water crisis, the process of cryptocurrency mining has been found to consume a substantial amount of water, with predictions of an even greater demand in the future. A recent study has provided the first extensive calculation of the amount of water used by Bitcoin. The researchers have expressed concern over the potential impact on drinking water if this practice continues without proper regulation. According to a recent study, a star located near the supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way galaxy has been determined to have originated from outside the galaxy. This discovery marks the first instance of a star from another galaxy being identified in close proximity to a supermassive black hole. One of the complex agricultural problems is the issue of food waste. Food waste refers to the discarding of edible food at various stages of the food supply chain, from production to consumption. This not only represents a significant loss of resources but also has environmental implications, such as greenhouse gas emissions from decomposing food waste in landfills. In recent years in the UK, we have seen an increase in mental health problems among young people. So, there has been an increased focus on how to support students. Here, we have found concerning evidence that students may have a higher risk of depression and anxiety than their peers of the same age who are not in higher education. A groundbreaking study on recent evolutionary changes in natural population has been conducted by a team of international researchers. The study utilized a vast genomic dataset, one of the largest ever assembled for animals in their natural habitat, which included almost 4,000 Darwin's finches. The new analysis of frailties within the UK's food system has been led by researchers from the University of York and Anglia Ruskin University and is published in the journal Sustainability. In the study, civil unrest is classified as over 30,000 people in the UK suffering violent injury in 1 year through events such as demonstrations and violent looting. A new form of random number generator for encryption created at Linköping University in Sweden has the potential to make digital information exchange safer, more cost effective, and environmentally friendly. The researchers involved in the study believe that this innovative technology could open up possibilities for a novel form of quantum communication. Increasing concentrations of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere from human activity traps heat within the climate system, warming air, the land surface, the oceans, and melting polar ice. Oceans do by far the most work, absorbing more than 90% of the excess human generated heat accumulated in the Earth's climate system, moderating atmospheric temperature rises. When researchers analyzed pallets made from recycled plastic gathered in 13 countries, they discovered numerous harmful substances such as pesticides and pharmaceuticals. As a result, the scientists concluded that recycled plastics are unsuitable for many applications and pose a challenge to the establishment of a circular economy. At this great age, putting a date on finds is very challenging, and we use luminescence dating to do this. These new dating methods have far reaching implications, allowing us to date much further back in time to piece together sites that give us a glimpse into human evolution. Relatives of starfish, brittle stars, spend most of their time hiding under rocks and crevices in the ocean or burrowing in the sand. These shy marine creatures have no brain to speak of, just nerve cords running down each of their five wiggly arms, which join to form a nerve ring near their mouth. The study across three countries, led by the Department of Psychology's Dr. Paul Harrell, discovered people who prioritized achievement over enjoyment were less happy on the next day, whereas those who aim for freedom said they had a 13% increase in well being, recording better sleep quality and life satisfaction. Now, Northwestern University chemists have developed a new catalyst that quickly, cleanly, and completely breaks down nylon 6 in a matter of minutes without generating harmful byproducts. Even better, the process does not require toxic solvents, expensive materials, or extreme conditions, making it practical for everyday applications. Using the Maroon X instrument on the Gemini North telescope, the team was able to identify and measure the abundance of 11 chemical elements in the atmosphere of the planet. Those include rock forming elements whose abundances are not even known for giant planets in the solar system, such as Jupiter or Saturn. A new study has provided valuable insights into Rus melons dwarf porcupine, a new tropical species that has been poorly understood until now. This research, conducted after 22 years of limited knowledge, reveals important information about its distribution, evolutionary relationships, and potential risk to its conservation. Urban forests play a crucial role in promoting urban sustainability and resilience. They contribute to climate change mitigation by sequestering carbon dioxide through photosynthesis. Urban forests also help manage stormwater runoff by absorbing and filtering rainwater, reducing the risk of flooding. Furthermore, these green spaces provide social and psychological benefits such as stress reduction and improved well being. Individuals who suffer from concussions often experience moderate to severe headaches in the weeks following the injury. However, a recent study has discovered that a combination of two commonly used anti nausea medication administered intravenously in the emergency room may provide more effective relief for these headaches compared to a placebo. Individuals who suffer from migraines often struggle to find a treatment that is both reliable and effective, with limited information available regarding how different medications compare to one another. However, a recent study has utilized data from almost 300,000 smartphone app users to aid in medication decisions for those with migraines. In Germany, over 100,000 tons of diapers are discarded each year, resulting in the wastage of valuable resources. Diaper liners, which contain special polymers known as superabsorbers, are among the materials that end up in landfills. However, researchers have made significant progress in enhancing the recycling process for these liners, leading to substantial improvements.